This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a real estate agent? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Darwin Stevens with Raddr Group, Selling Dallas. Darwin, how's it going this morning? Darwin?
Still there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, going good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Now, we are so excited to learn all about you and your business. Can you start off by telling our listeners today a little bit more about your company?
How much time do we have? I'm kidding. Okay, of course. Here we go. So I'll just start briefly because I know we got other questions that encompass everything else. I am the CEO of Raddr Group, a locally Texas established company for my brand Selling Dallas. So I'm here with Good Neighbor, really excited to be asked to come on this. This is super cool. I'm excited to be able to get my brand out there and reach more people within Texas. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Now, how did you originally get into your business?
Great question. Okay, so I have to touch remotely on my prior corporate career and the transition of that. Okay, so I come from a well-established management, sales, marketing, successful background. I come from Fortune 10 companies, whatnot. So obviously the main goal when you're working in a career is, at least for me and many like me, is the American dream, entrepreneurship, right? And it's actually encouraged by a lot of these companies to kind of get out and spread your wings. Anyway, long answer short, I got into real estate because I left my corporate career in January 2020. Okay, now obviously I was preparing to leave them to open up my business. So 2019, I got my real estate license. Now, when I left the company that I had worked for 13, 14, long time. Okay, long time, right? All of a sudden, that January 2020, then March 2020, what happened? COVID. So all this preparation, all this business plan, the things you do to be successful. Yeah, so I obviously had to fall back on real estate full time, but you know what? It's been a blessing. It's been really great, and we'll get into that. It's been phenomenal. I've met some really great people and accomplished some really great things. But yeah, that's how I got into it, pivoted into it quickly. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Always love a good story with some twists and turns, right?
Yes, oh my God, yes. So many of them.
I can relate. Now, what is the most common myth or misconception you come across in the real estate industry?
Okay, great question. And I think it's just because, a lot of people, unless you're in the business, some people only buy 1 or 2 homes in their lifetime. So that's not enough to really know what's going on. So I think the misconception, but I think the biggest thing is going to be that realtors are paid too much on some areas. There's a lot of overhead that comes with this role. Multiple trips, multiple gas trips. I mean, some days you drive 150 miles, and that's just for one client. So I think the myth that they're overpaid, and then the marketing and all the overhead that comes with open houses, all that stuff realtors pay for, staging, things along those lines. I mean, you're running a business, so the revenue needs to come back to you because you're investing into your property to ultimately get sold. So the misconception, the biggest one, is overpaid. Unless you're in the role and doing it, the calls we take, the late night, the contract reviews. I mean, unless you're doing it, you really don't understand it, But if you're in a business kind of corporate line of work, you kind of get a little bit below the surface layer. But that is the worst misconception: overpaid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was one of the worst misconceptions about you guys.
Yes, my word. I mean, you see it in the news here and there, and I can only relate. And I'm a little bit more selective with the people that I take, especially at this level. I'm dealing with more portfolio homes and things along those lines. But there are people out there ripping and running like tires cost money, premium gas. I mean, I came out with brand new Mercedes Benz. I mean, that's a lot of gas and premium gas. People just don't think about that stuff. So yeah, that's one of the most worst misconceptions is lack of payment.
Now, we know marketing is the heart of every business. How are you currently marketing your business? And as you're talking about being selective, who are your target clients and or your target audience?
Great. Okay. No, great question. First of all, I come from a management background, leadership background, a giving back background. So obviously, I'm going to have a soft spot in my heart for those just starting out, okay, that are serious first time investors. So I'll always have time for them. I'll always have coffee chats with them. And I really like to see their growth. That's the management leader side of me. But to answer your question, nowadays with the kind of reputation that I have and the other interests that I have from folks like yourself and other major national, international channels, I've really been able to pivot into the multi-million-dollar kind of sell status, along with working with portfolio homes, meaning multiple homes from CEO clients or clients along those lines. So it's really more of a portfolio kind of analysis, a lot of predicting and analyzing. I'm tapped for developments at time. I just a development area over here in Bishop Arts area. I just had a listing over here, and that's what it's about. Getting the word out, and it's what it's zoned for, and things along those lines. So I'm tapped for like higher end scenarios, and like honestly, I'm seeked out for situations where others just weren't able to perform. Right now, I can't take those all the time, okay? Because then I'll be bogged down because that takes a little extra, right, of me. But yeah, my Fortune 10 refinement and success in marketing and sales at that level, national with the company, well-respected company, world employer, that really translates well to many people. So yeah, my clients are seasoned down to the newcomers, right, that really are serious and want to get it going.
Amazing. Now, have you ever thought of having your own podcast?
You know what? Can I show this? Let's see. So it's funny you ask, okay? And nobody knows this. Of course, I interact with several high-profile, successful people, right? So maybe like one or two people know this, but does that answer your question? Can you see what that says? NPR's podcast startup guide. So yes, I definitely have a background that translates well to many different individuals and a wealth of knowledge that I love to share. So yeah.
Perfect. So you do have a podcast then?
I do not. But
you do not.
I do not have a podcast.
You have a podcast book.
Well, it's a startup. So that means I may be looking to start up something soon. Not as a competitor, but as just like, the real deal, Holyfield type scenario. So does that answer your question without being too general?
Yeah, I think you answered my question. Now, Darwin, please tell the listeners one thing they should remember today about Raddr Group selling Dallas.
Okay, so I'm a real person. I come with real results, 90% listing to close ratio. This is not just saying close. This is actually changing ownership. So that's number one, okay? I'm a sales guy. I'm about numbers. Numbers don't lie. No matter how long you've been in business or how sought after you are, your close rate should matter. Anybody who really wants a return should want that. So that means 9 out of 10 homes that I list actually change ownership. So that's super important. So I want to lead there. I come with VP status, nonprofit status. So I have a really high level of management within, I'll say governmental. I don't want to say it like that because I'm not a government employee, but when you start working with like state senators and things along those lines, I mean, you're governmental. So I'm intertwined there. So I've definitely impressed some great people. I've been in Dallas for 26 years. My childhood hometown is Oklahoma City, but I've lived here longer than Oklahoma City, definitely Texan. And I come with a lot of success background without saying it. I'm number one seller in America for a worldwide company for the year, top 2% of sales managers. I mean, these are not too shabby numbers. So I come with a large scale business acumen, common sense, and a reputation. I'm a former chairman of the 5th largest realtors association in America. So I'm a leader's leader. So if you really want to do something with it, I would say you'd want to reach out to me if you've got a development starting, if you've got a listing, multi-million-dollar listings that you need to move. I definitely would say reach out to me, but I'm partial, but that's just the reality. I'm going to get you the results necessary.
Now, Darwin, speaking of reaching out to you, I'm sure all of our listeners, what they really want to know today is where can they go to learn more about Raddr Group Selling Dallas?
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. So Selling Dallas, that's my baby. That's my brand. So I definitely do allow serious inquiries. You could check out my website at www.sellingdallas4all.com. That's the number 4all.com. I've got a lot more about me on there. It's got all kind of the media outlets I've worked with as well. And I'll put your logo up there as well. But yeah, reach out there, contact me there. And you'll also see, it just hot off the presses. You're going to see a link to where I'm recently established as a national mortgage loan officer as well. So this Selling Dallas powerhouse is amazing. So not only can I handle the real estate side of things, but for my investor clients and even people who just want to finance, everyone wants to hold capital, right? You don't want to just keep spending your money. I'm able to get those type of loans done through me directly, okay, as a licensed national mortgage loan officer, not just employed with the bank. I am licensed to write loans. So anyway, you'll find a link on that website soon. Go to my website, select the contact us button, and you'll just put in your information, then I'll contact you back, okay? Or you can shoot me a text. Now, some of the texts, we get so many text messages and so many emails. I mean, if I'm not really looking for it, which I'm looking for, but if I'm not really looking for it, it could go to spam and I'm not looking for it. So website. That's it.
Perfect. Well, Darwin, I really appreciate you being on the show with us today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you so much, Sophia. It's been great. Hopefully I didn't overtalk because I've got more to say, but you're great. You got that whip going, so I stayed in line.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com or call 469-221-9345.